You and your colleague in general seem to take the stance that education needs to be rebundled using networked and adaptive systems. Can you elaborate on this thought?
So we use the word rebundled, not the most beautiful word, but we use it specifically to kind
Very
of,
effective though.
well, to speak back to the unbundlers. So there's this growing argument that technology will allow us to unbundle higher education the way it's disrupted music and journalism, etc. And there's also this notion that the unbundling of higher education is not only inevitable, but that it actually is equitable, that it allows us to get education to a much larger range of students. People can go to school anywhere. They can only take the things that help them get a targeted credential that allows them to get a well-paid job, that they don't waste time. It's taking a lot of requirements they don't understand. They can create these streamlined pathways. They can take ownership of their education and go to different providers. So this is the unbundling argument. And thus far, it has been kind of a two-term argument. The unbundlers, on the one hand, and traditional universities who sort of stand for a broken model that's stuck in some unchanging environment, which of course is not true, that universities change all the time. So we've used rebundling as a way to essentially bridge those two and to say really what we need to do is we need to take the best of the technological capacities from the unbundling world, the ability to create modular, granular learning, analytics-driven adaptive programs, different kinds of analytics systems that help track people's progress and let students see where they are in terms of degree. But there's all kinds of things that we would consider part of this disaggregative modular world, and put it in the service of an integrative view. So we think of that as rebundling, because it may be that every degree doesn't have to be 4 years, every degree doesn't have to look like it's looked. It may be that not all courses need to be one size fits all, 15-week, 3-credit courses, that there's alternative ways to get credit, etc. But that rebundling is essentially saying, how can we take a more flexible model of education, but have it be held together by a vision of learning that respects the development of the whole person and the kind of depth and sort of ethical inquiry that universities stand for. So how can we put those two things together? And that's what we mean by rebundling.